I'm in. Let's go. Before we get started, I'm gonna check on Mamba. He's outside right now, and then we'll get it in. We'll start the run. Well, we're gonna try to finish the run today. Get the geothermal heat pump set up. So really fast. BRB. Alright, we're back. Mamba seems to be enjoying the weather outside, so he's hanging out outside. But of course, people of chat, we're in. Mic check. 1, 2. To Legit City on the mic. We're back, baby. Back in the Onis. Today we're going to be trying to get the geothermal heat pump done today in full steam ahead. The colonies are chilling. We are having an easy time. Everything's going on pretty well. Hey, Danathor joining in the dupe colony. All right, not broken. Who would you like to claim? We have Hassan, Layra, Amari, Ada, Josh, Quinn, Bubbles, Bert, Jean, Oshkon, Travado. He's coming back, right? Yeah. I do not have a Nisbet. A rancher. Bubbles or Ada? We actually have a choice from that. Ada's in. Danathor is in. Balloon artist. You get the little baby lums. And like a true rancher, you gotta be ready to be on the safari at any given point. Decked out and ready to go. Danathor looking like Nigel Thornberry out there. No, my berries, it's too hot. Honestly, kind of to be expected. We're probably gonna have to bop this at some point. All this was just, you know, extra food. We probably just start growing some overgrown plants here. It's probably warm enough. Overgrow 25-45. That warm temperature works out really well. So that's probably going to be what we're going to want to do. Overgrow doesn't need light, right? Does not need illumination. Okay, so that means we could just cut the lamps. And we're probably just going to get rid of these. New printables. We'll take the BBQs. All right, so on this planet, we're trying to fill it up with CO2. Not because it benefits us. It's just because I'm just trying to pump up the oxygen instead. And the oxygen is going into these tanks. We're using that. We were actually moving all the CO2 from this planet because we've been pumping it up and putting into storage from the natty gas, natural dupe breathing out right here with the CO2 level. So because of that, we have these canisters just everywhere. So we were just trying to pull some out. And when we dumped it, that's a lot of CO2. We're still dumping, actually. Still dumping. There's more right here. CO2 gas, chlorine gas, you name it, man. No more chlorine inside, though, so it's kind of nice. All right, for the most part, we are living easy. You can see that we have a lot of food. It's so cold outside that they eat in the deep freeze. But that also makes it so that it's like it's easy to just, you know, keep the food fresh. We're at a point where we don't even eat the squash anymore. We just make the French fries and then we give it to these guys up here. Because it just pops out of the supply teleporter. And the Bammets right there just ate. So they're literally just gonna eat the squash and now they're just hanging out. There's fries right there, man. One of them might actually just eat it. We might get a crowned mammoth because he goes to Burger King. We got a new Dreckle Ranch, doing all right. Temperature is getting a little bit on the cold side, though. Might be a little worried. Nonetheless, base is looking nice. The food we get from the first planet, so this number really doesn't matter. Because all the food we get from it is over on this side. We'll eventually do another delivery of pemmican. For the most part, though, we're going to be doing this planet. Alright, so right here. This room is slowly vacuuming out. That's basically what we're doing right now. Waiting for the gases to vacuum out. We need to vacuum this bottom room. So we have a pump inside. We got to send a dupe so that he could actually keep pumping. And then we need to vacuum this room. And then once we're done with that, we could start setting up the magma setup that we're going to try to do. But yeah, we're going to have to send some more dupes over. Looks like my man is back. Can we clean this toilet? Whoa, don't steal the obsidian. Put the obsidian back. It's still 7 tons. That's solid. I don't think we need more than that. Just in case, though. I'm just gonna move the obsidian that's here inside. Alright. That's good. We could ground this now so no one could steal it. 2 suits. Let's get another suit for them. Why not? Looks like we do have a suit, so we should be okay. Yeah, we have one right here. So that's nice. Okay, so they're gonna have food with the pemmican. Alright, we're gonna send a homie with Travado to help out with the 3rd planet setup. So we have food. It's not going to be a problem. The travel is pretty short. So we need to find someone that's properly skilled. So no rancher, no cook. Travado, right here, is already digging and he's doing the rocketry. So what probably helps him out is someone with build skill. I selected Mine Builder because I thought he'd be really good for the job. Only to realize he's just a mechatronics guy. Dig skill. Okay, Flitz doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, Flitz looks pretty good. We might have to send Flitz with the trucker hat. All right, 1 sec. Mamba wants in. All right, Mamba's in. He's gonna be chilling out. All right, I think Flitz is a good second person. So it's gonna be Flitz is the second guy. We're not really building too much over here, so he's gonna be fine to leave. We're just maintaining a lot of the colony so far. All right, this is still dormant. I'm not really too worried about it. A lot of the oxygen has almost left. It's actually a really good sign. I was trying to push out all the gas from up here if I could, and have the CO2 rise. But yeah, just pumping out oxygen, filtering, filtering. Not bad so far. Alright, so we're getting oxygen from the second planet still. Temperature of the oxygen is pretty lukewarm too. It's kind of nice. So temperature is being maintained by the smokers internally. We have almost no heat generators outside. Maybe just the liquid pump. Maybe the shearing station. Maybe the single battery. Maybe the chlorine vent. But that's really it. There shouldn't be that much heat generation outside in general. This is insulated. We even have a vacuum lock to prevent any from leaking out through the door. And then it's nice and lukewarm inside. Not really too bad. We're also doing a cooling loop with the brine, but you know, it's all good so far. All right, that being said, they're going to be on downtime soon. We're moving in some extra stuff. Wouldn't mind another oxygen delivery here. Food's gonna be good. Let's get a second bed so he's not, you know, bad situation. And then, yeah. So, I might want to just pump this because it's still in 100 grams, right? We could also just dig this a little bit open so that we have more gas flow naturally. But honestly, I feel like I kind of need this to be a vacuum so we could start setting it up. This will take a little bit of time, but this could be vacuumed out later is the big thing. Just because it's like I need to be able to start building this, and that requires me to have a vacuum so the heat doesn't start leaking out. It is what it is. All right, so get the oxygen for the suits. I kind of want a spare suit inside. Let's go back here. 5 extra suits. I think we have one up top as well, right? Yeah, we do. So, suit. Suit. Uncheck. And then we're going to move that suit inside. Atmos suit, relocate. Spare suit, y'all know how it is. All right, that's priority 9. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, we have an overflow here, so there's nothing to worry. Making our squash fries. Okay, this is open, but it probably doesn't matter too much anymore. I could probably seal that up now. There's no fire poles here, I just realized that. That probably shouldn't matter, we just have one right here. All of this is going to be oxygen for the suits, which is nice. And then we're just going to buffer this for the dupes inside. Dupes are hanging out inside. I'm not really too mad about that, though. They like it, you know, stay warm. It's pretty fair. Alright, alright. Once we get that bed built and the suit delivered, I think we're going to fly directly there and get started. I think we are going to try to pump out this room to help it out. We do have this power line for this pump. Mamba. What's wrong, baby? Mamba's being needy. I think he's mad that he's getting bit by mosquitoes. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel him, man. Getting bit by mosquitoes, not the business. Not the business. Alright, so door, so the critters can't come out and off gas, whatever way they off gas. Part of me is also thinking I could seal this up right here, so that I don't have to deal with pumping out this low section. Maybe we do something like that. Okay, did we get the stuff? 2 beds. Did they take the suit? I think they took the suit to repair it and then, oh man, okay. They stole the suit. I can't believe it. Alright, we're gonna have to re-deliver the suit. Classic. I just realized it's 9 kgs. Oh, this bubble polluted oxygen allowed us to overpressure the room. Dude, 9 kgs, pop eardrums. Totally gonna be fine though, right? They have suits on. It's gonna be safe. No one's gonna have stress. Should be fine, should be fine. Sweeping out a lot of minerals still, so that we could feed the hatches. It's mainly what it is. Rip this sweet old dude. He's in the door, and then the ranch is filled, so he doesn't count. Rip this guy, man. Rip that guy. Dude, why do they keep stealing the suit? Why do they keep stealing the suit? Dude, they keep having like one suit wear out. Yeah, I got drop off was delivered. Schedule change. Classic, right? Dude, this is like the 5th time I've requested a suit. Like, they put it there, they pick it back up, and they leave with it. That's probably the biggest problem with the relocate. And it's because we're kind of using it for like the non-intended purpose, right? We're having a dupe move something in there, but then it's getting relocated again because they're using the suit for something else. Realistically, you kind of need to dock it, right? Feels bad. But I moved like 3 suits into here, and every time they took it out so that they could put it back on the line. Dude, and then this guy's taking forever. I don't have glass. Nor do I have data banks for the tech. Even then, they will still pull it from the storage tile. I have diamond. Oh, you use diamond for that. Hey man, I don't have data banks. I'm be real. We don't have the tech. I even pre-teched it. It's just data banks we don't have. My dupes are slacking. Storage tiles gets forbidden. Ooh. I'm gonna be real. I don't use storage tiles that often. Only accepts glass. Rip. Damn, now that I think about it, do billionaires have diamond windows? Is that possible? Jeff Bezos, his the shower, the screen in his shower is made out of diamond. Is that possible, man? They use sapphire for the blue. Dude, imagine. Billionaires so rich, they got diamond instead of glass. Let's go, boys. We gotta get this building. All right, 0.5. Once we get there, we know what we're doing. Back over here. We have to, unfortunately, bop this setup. Nothing using that setup. It's fine. We do also have to bop this. None of the plans are able to work now. Feels bad. We got an empty storage. Empty storage button. Hey, let's go. Shout out to empty storage button. So you gotta have to do it multiple times, because if the pipeline has water in it, it's gonna continuously accept it. That's the one thing that kind of sucks about empty storage. That is unfortunately a mod. This is not base game. This is unfortunately a mod. I know, it's unfortunate. It's constantly water in this one. What's going on, Hattie? I see you over there. That would have been a nice QOL though, man. Not gonna lie. Alright, it's just this one. Alright, and it's finally empty. Alright, uproot. We need to bop. I think it's gonna be this plant. Alright, and then we wrangle these guys and just drop them off right here. $30 seconds. So we're just going to be converting this into overgrow. That's all we got to do. It's a pipsqueak. He doesn't deserve to freeze. You can hang out with us in the warm side over here. Come on, move the lums. They can't jump, so you know they got no hops. Oh. Alright, classic. You have to unground this, otherwise they have a bad time. Cool. Alright, so we need to start building this out. Yeah, we're doing the pump. That makes sense. We realistically need to be doing that. And then I guess we need to start pumping from here. Start bumping that. Just pump from the corner so that the sweep job's a little bit easier. This is a little heavy, so I might need to run a canister filler dump. And then probably like that. And probably even run the power this way. Cool. I'm thinking I should have had the rocket at the floor so they don't have to climb up and down the ladder each time. Okay, we got to get this built. While we're pumping this, once we get this built, we're going to start rerouting the power so that it doesn't power the bottom, but the top instead. Once we get this vacuum, we can start building and then keep pumping the bottom. Gotta have the breathability though. Okay, battery life is not bad. He's gonna help out with a little bit of supply job. These building boys were in. So these are all set. Yeah, no job. It's at 1,000. It's looking good. All right, so it's going to be vacuuming out this way, as it should. And then we're going to start pumping from this side. So we're going to stretch it from 2 different sides. It's going to be the logic. Like, there's no point of putting the pump over here because it's already flowing out, right? So it's like we might be pulling more gas towards it, but you're also pulling the gas that's leaking out towards the pump as well. Right? When you're in the choke point right there. Since we're going to be just completely on the other side, it just should be, you know, win-win. We just got to build the pump. Of course, you're able to breathe up here still. Classic. Always surprised. Hey man, can we build this? What we doing? What's this guy doing? He was grabbing the material from the inside. Oh, another thing is, okay, the bins are off. Okay, this is not grounded. We should be fine. Wire's done. It's just the copper for the gas pump. Dude, you could run the wheel. What are you doing? There we go. Oh, the wheel battery only calls it at 0. I see. Drops the copper. Come on. You got it, buddy. You got it. And downtime. At least he supplied it. At least he supplied it, man. I would have been sad if he just dropped the copper straight down. Unpermitted food. Flitz can't eat pemmican, it looks like. Yeah, we gotta allow him to eat that. Cool. Alright, we moved the lumps. They can't move now, so we gotta do the design. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we do that, and then we know it's buildings. It's gonna be these and these. This is 12, and that's gonna be 12. Alright, the lums, you're all gonna have to wait till, you know what I'm saying? Wait till the plant grows, which is gonna take like 12 years. These guys are all probably gonna starve before that's gonna be fully grown, which is gonna be the sad thing. We might want to put some berries here, just so they have some food of some sort. Okay, Cyberdyne. Moving in and deconstructing. Hopefully they don't get stuck. But it looked like they gonna get stuck. There we go. Didn't get stuck, boys. Always lucky. Overgrow. We have exactly 1 plant. Alright, so it's these 2 tiles. We have to get rid of this one. A little bit unfortunate. It is what it is. Okay. Okay. Alright, weird setup. We're gonna do a half plant on this side. Let that float through. And then let that basically start growing. Sweep the stuff, because we can. They should really tone down the dinosaur noise. No, it's cold now? No, not like this. Dude, it's too cold to grow. Come on, man. I just rebuilt the tiles. And now it went from too hot to too cold. They don't think it'd be like it is, man, but it do. Alright, let's get a quick little heater for this, I guess. They emote more often than regular critters. Imagine dinosaurs as a little kid that's just discovered emojis. They're spamming it, dude. They're spamming it. That's exactly what the dinos are. They're just little kids spamming emojis. Honestly, can't be too mad at them, man. All right, vacuum time. This is pulling out, and now we're pulling in. Maybe another battery. It's not a bad idea. You couldn't hear me over the emojis? Hey, man. It's all about the emojis. That's all I'm saying. It's all about the emojis. Okay, I do think that's going to speed it up, so I should do this. We're going to be putting tiles here to effectively not have to pump up the bottom section. We enter from here anyways. And then goes in, right? So, it should be fine. Down to 80 grams. Okay. Man, we have this heater here now. Try to heat it up so the overgrowth starts growing. Feels bad. It's still too cold, dude. It's slowly getting there. We got to get to 25. So, you know, I just will say this. Top and bottom are at like 30 something. But because the tiles we built were cold, freshly cold. Got bought, man. Feels bad. What's going on, Linden? Welcome in. I see you over there. How are you? Probably want to deliver some pemmican again. We'll do that. We'll do that. And then how is the CO2 levels? Oh, it's gone all the way up. Wow. The CO2 went all the way up. Wow. Hey man, can't be mad. CO2 gone all the way up. Look at that, boys. We've effectively almost completely filled the planet up with CO2. Good stuff. So this is the period historically accurate carbon dioxide era of the dinosaurs. Before there was dinosaurs, there was carbon dioxide and giant spiders. We killed the spiders because, you know, they'd be kind of scary. So, yeah. Kind of works out. What's going on, Hunter? Welcome in. Doing better. Started the day with a high fever, but it's finally started to break. Now back down to 99, which is much better. Yeah, that's a lot better than 103, which is mad scary. What does the world come down to? Have to actually work on Friday? I know, man. On Halloween? Isn't it just, you know, who gets the Starbucks gift card for the costume contest? That's not what that era means. Nah, man. Historically accurate. Totally legit. Totally legit. So we're going to be vacuuming this area right now so we could start doing the superheating setup. That's tough, man. Hopefully it's going to mean that y'all don't have that much work next week on Monday. That's tough, man. Making you work on the Fridays. Hey, you know what, man? Daylight savings weekend is fine. End of the day, it should be all good. All right, this is heating up though. This went from 20 to 22 relatively quickly. All right, we gotta pump out all the bad gas. We have a lot of space still, so we're not really too worried. All right, we're gonna make them run till the batteries are filled. I hope so. Something tells me, though, there'll be even more. Some stuff that people were working on for months finally gonna go live. Oh, no, bro. It sounds like it's gonna be bad times. That usually means that it's like, all right, man, brace yourselves. That's what that usually means, boys. Brace yourselves. Pine Tree Era. Oh, the classic. Hey, the build's gonna go live. I gotta let those people go. You hate to see that kind of thing happen. All right. 40 grams. 30 grams. Just gotta keep pumping. New printer available. We'll grab the ethanol. Why not? This is so weird, though. Pumping up the carbon dioxide. Carbon filter is working. Good news. I mean, a mechanical filter is working. But just pumping up all the CO2 is kind of rough. I think we're just going to let all the gas out. Release all the CO2 that we've accumulated. And then this means we probably do have to start using the oxygen that we stored up. So we're going to do the thing we did last time. We'll do top 3. Overflow top off. And then we connect that. So we're using the oxygen from the second base. And then this is just supplemental stuff that we'll have. I guess the good news is that we could just remove everything at this point. And then get rid of these bins as well. $30 grams. Can finally relax. Time for the blood moon. Dude, man, blood moon real life is one of those things that makes the world kind of feel like a video game. If, like, the first time I saw blood moon, I was like, man, that thing is huge. Well, maybe not a blood moon. In real life, there's like a day where like the moon's really close or something. And man, it's huge. If like the stars align and there's like no smog. It is huge, man. I remember I was a little kid and for whatever reason I was in a car with my parents. And I just looked out the window and it was like from the left side of the window to the right side of the window, the moon touched both sides. I was like, man, that's huge. And then, you know, parents were like, yeah, man, it's today's the blood moon day. I was like, oh shit. And then afterwards, you know, you don't see it for like another couple years. Because like, you'll get it like once a year, but the size varies. When it lines up though and it's humongous, oh my god. It's impressive in size. Oh yeah, I gotta put my almond joys outside. Dude, people are gonna see the basket of almond joys. They're like, dude, too legit. I know you're inside. You were talking about this. Passing out almond joys and nothing else. Hey, man. It was on sale. What can I say? Do you guys actually pass out candy? I just put a basket outside and I say, take one. The ultimate lazy setup, dude. right, so we really just have to vacuum this, man. It's gonna take some time. Don't have kids, don't distribute candy. I see. Is that how that works? It's fun. Sometimes kids go really hard in their costumes. Yeah. I feel like, though, like, do you guys, like, I feel like if they don't decorate the house, you don't knock on their door. You guys feel that way, man? Like, I've never gone trick-or-treating, but you could tell, man, when you walk by the front yard, if they're, like, festive or not. If they decorate the yard, you know what I'm saying? They're probably gonna pass out candy. But my neighborhood does have a lot of kids walking around. That's why you decorate and keep the lights on. That's true. Now here's the thing. What if they have the lights off to make it seem scary? Like, what if that's part of the appeal? It's raining like mad here this afternoon, and it's going to get worse tonight. We'll get kids this Halloween. Happy Halloween, chat. Happy Halloween, Suki. Dude, can you imagine, Suki? It's raining cats and dogs. And then out of nowhere, you hear knock on the door, and you're like, what? It's raining, though. And then you open the door, and there's no one there. Oh, shit. And start panicking. Like, what was that? What's going on, Mocha? Welcome in. They should have mood lighting as part of the code. Mood lighting. I see you over there. Use different color lights. That's actually smart. Some of the neighbors pass out candy on the driveway while having alcoholic drinks, like happy hour. Dude, that would be so fun. Are you hungry? Am I hungry? No. I'm drinking coffee right now. Coffee curbs my appetite. One of the reasons why I drink coffee regularly. It helps me kind of just not eat as much. I don't know, y'all know what I mean, though. Coffee curbs my appetite, man. Me drinking a cup. Think about dupes are. Oh, the food's in the wagon. The food's in the wagon. Y'all ever go with your mom on a trip? And you're like, Mom, I'm hungry. And she's like, dude, we have snacks in the car. Don't worry. Don't worry. Just kids, use the restroom before we leave. Just use the restroom before we leave, man. Can't pee once we start driving. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. But yeah, the dupes, they chilling, man. They chilling. Dude, imagine, dude, this would probably be such a great idea. You do a lemonade stand design for adults. Dude, Grande or Mocha, I would recommend, oh, you probably can't because my VOD's probably not posted yet. In the beginning of stream, we got a post from the dev literally 2 hours ago from this hour. New quality of life update called the November quality of life, and there's a lot of good stuff. I posted a link. I could probably repost it. That's the forum post. And then we were talking about it on stream earlier. So there's a lot of cool stuff that's really nice. I was gonna say, man, can you do that? Have like a lemonade stand, but have it be like at a bar. Like you pass out candy to the kids, and then the adults, you know, just hang out and just, you know, have a beer. Hey, man, $10. You know, just today. We're only open today. Yeah, you probably need a liquor license if you're gonna do that. Could you give out alcoholic drinks? Not as like a Halloween thing, but just, you know, you're hanging out, kind of like a tailgating, You know how when you go to the football games in the parking lot, you have tailgating parties? Could you just do that in the driveway? Pull out the lawn chairs. You guys are just laying down in the sun. Hey, trick or treat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And just have a couple beers in hand or something. There are loopholes for those kind of things with like tiny samples of vodka. We're almost done, boys. Single digit grams. We gotta finish pumping. Still only about 25 kgs worth of gas. We have a lot of space. Could Costco... I mean, they actually have an alcohol license, though. Could you do a Costco-style sampler? And have, like, one-shot samples of, potentially alcoholic beverages? Man, this is taking forever, man. How is my heater? It's growing. Let's go. Oh my god, I was so mad. This area was at 35 degrees. So my bristle blossom stopped growing. So I was like, you know what? Let's just build the overgrow. So you remove all the hydroponic farms and put tiles there. That tile was cold and it lowered the temperature and my overgrow didn't want to grow. Alright, gotta disable harvests. Gotta let the lums do their thing. Gotta let the overgrowths grow. They're all huddling around the overgrow. That thing would be camped by all the... I see you, Hattie. I see you over there. That's true. That would be 100% true. Could I have a sign that says, dude, I remember I saw this at one of the festival concerts. We can't sell water, so instead we sell beer. Each beer comes with a bottle of water. And it was a Burning Man thing. For whatever reason, they made it so that you couldn't sell bottled water, which made no sense. But you were allowed to sell alcohol, so you were able to sell beer. So they were like, hey, y'all buy beer, y'all get a bottle of water with that. So people would just buy beer for the water. And I was like, that's really weird, but I guess it is what it is, right? Also really jank that it'd be like that. Need a breathalyzer test? Says that only sober people can get stuff. I see you with that. I see you with that. 25 minimum. Okay, I guess we're good. We could just bop the heater. It's because they couldn't legally sell water because they have a weird rule against it for whatever reason. And it was like at the desert, so you know, a lot of people just wanted water. It might have been something else too. I think they also had like you could buy a single peanut. And what it is that the peanut costs $10 for one single peanut. But the peanut comes with a free bottle of water. Like, they were doing a lot of weird loopholes like that because they couldn't sell water. Take the test multiple times, all disguise. And drink it all at the end. Yo. This guy, Zelrek. Loophole master, dude. This guy only does the loopholes. Let me dig this tile. Let the CO2 go in. And then we'll have more oxygen to breathe here locally. Only club on campus to hand out samplers. Yo, this guy. Dude, waiting for the vacuum here is taking so long. Alright, the heater's gone. Looks like it's warm enough, so it's a matter of time, right? Outside of that, how's Operation heating up the sandstone biome? I want to say it's getting better. It feels like this is getting close to melting, man. Believe it or not. Feels kind of nice. Brisket, nice. Alright, all the gas from the pocket left. Good stuff. Can't really be too mad about that. Still filling up with CO2. This got filled in too pretty well. That's nice. Dupes are hanging out. 900,000 kcal still. A lot of veggie poppers. We're at 800,000 on this side. Food is rebalanced again. Can't really be too mad. We are looping a lot of the hot liquids still. What temperature are we going for? 20. Oh. Oh, you know what's funny? Dude, that's so funny. It's cooling down here to like 20 degrees, but on this metal tile, it's heating back up. So it's just looping the same liquid because of that. That's so funny. Let's move out the metal tiles here. It's just gonna loop forever because it's yeah, starting to get warm on this side. It is what it is. Gotta do what we gotta do. Alright, so as much as this wants to dump the hot liquid so we can continue smelting, we really can't. Tis fine though, tis fine. Milligrams, okay. We got 3-level separation. CO2, oxygen, polluted oxygen. Vacuum is starting to happen, boys. Oh, ha. These guys don't have the dig skill yet, do they? Alright, so we need abyssalite digging. So that we could dig that. We'll probably need obsidian digging as well, but we'll have that soon. Okay. Milligrams still. The polluted oxygen leaving is actually kind of nice. Because the fewer gases you have to pump out when you vacuum, the faster it is. If it's a single type of gas, that's the fastest it could be. And we got the seal down there, so we don't have to worry about the oxygen. That's nice. Okay, so maybe we start redirecting this. Boop. 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 Okay, and then this is going to be insulated anyways. And then from there, we're going to convert to obsidian. Igneous is locally available. Obsidian's going to not melt when it touches magma. That's basically going to be the logic. Water's going to be cold till it gets hot. And then it's just going to feed in. That should work out pretty well. This is a vacuum, so I'm not really worried about breaking into here. That should be fine. And still at the milligrams. Still, oh, the heat exchange right there. Probably. Yeah, still pretty hot. Oh, we did have a pass though. So some of it did leave the system, and then we just have more hot petroleum waiting, which is fine. Petroleum here, crude oil, still got a lot of natty gas. Area's getting kind of warm. I should probably redo this and re-insulate this. I don't mind it leaking out a little bit of the heat though, because we have a cold map. If anything, I wouldn't mind doing a heat transfer down vertically like this. Just so that we could cool down the wall by touching out these tiles. We could also do the same thing here. We're at the point, though, where we have enough steel to make a grand monument if we really wanted to. No! Water! Oh no, bro. Alright, let's do 24. And then we are going to not siphon out any water. Alright, 200 kilograms of oxygen. We're going to need this active soon. 2 cycles. Okay, cool. Because I want to heat up the water so we can dump into here, right? The oil well still has a stockpile, so I'm not worried at all. And we have a lot of water, so that's not a problem. It's really just heating it up so that we have use. There we go. Milligrams. Man, my God, this is slow. Yeah, it's still about 25 kgs. The amount of gas we're pumping out is just so slow. Polluted oxygen's getting pushed out. Nice. Good stuff, good stuff. So we only have one overgrow node. We're gonna have to like harvest it to get another seed. I don't know if we'll get one. We'll probably beat the game before that happens, realistically. Suits. Tips What were you doing? Oh, he was mid-clean and he made a mess. Oh my God. He tried, man. He really did. Alright, so let's unequip suit. Let's go back inside. Drop the suit. Let's give him a new suit, boys. He peed his pants. A classic. Suit needs to go inside. And then we got a dock suit. Should be good. He's got it, he's got it. Alright, shine bugs don't do anything to ever produce a resource that off-gasses. Eggshells don't convert into anything. They don't drop anything on death currently. That's going to change with the upcoming patch. And we should be safe. They're not going to cause problems. Pip's hanging out in the warm area with the oil. Okay, otherwise we're chilling. Everything's going on pretty good. We got showers, filtration, the critters are hanging out. We got food for them again. Got to keep sweeping up the maps though, just to make sure we have a nice, clean, tidy base. Gotta sweep the items, sweep the goods. Oh, I'm in! Royal Mammoth. Let's go. Got that purple and gold, baby. Got another one up top. Oh, man. They're all complaining about the heat. I mean, if they really want, we could put a layer of ethanol for them to sit in. We really could. We could also open up the bottom area for them to kind of do a quick dip. We're gonna let them just suffer, though. Because there's not much we could really do about that, sadly. Filled the world with CO2. We really did. We really did. Imagine this is the composition of Jupiter or Saturn, where the gas clouds are just on top of the civilization. And it's like, oh man, it's just a bunch of CO2. Still pumping, man. It's a struggle. We are positive on ethanol. Maybe we should try to, like, utilize some more. Another thing is that our fridges are full. This is technically not good, as that means food will start rotting inside where it's hot. That's technically not a good thing. One gram per tile. 1 gram. Is there a reason why they have lower units of measurement than 1 gram? Like, having it is kind of cool, but it feels kind of impractical. I feel like if they removed micrograms and stuff like that, and they would, you know, you were just allowed to vacuum out a little bit faster, I feel like I wouldn't mind that at all, man. Because creating these vacuums take forever. We pump in. It just takes a while. All right. Are we crushing mammoth patties? We are. Okay, so we're fine then. The only other thing is to potentially crush some of the raw material. Because we will need sand for these guys. I don't think we really have a way of generating sand, though. Do we have sand over on this side? Only 20 tons. I guess we should give up the sandstone here as well. Sandstone sedimentary rock. And we'll just keep the other stuff to use locally. Okay, less than a milligram. This is moving up slowly, but it's getting there. It's in the lowest unit of measurement, micrograms. I guess we could dig this for a little bit more space exposure tiles. Right, so now the gas can go up, I guess, and get deleted. We have blueprints. Dude, we have a lot. I haven't opened it for like, man, I don't even know how many days. 16. Don't, no one say it. Don't say it. Oh, I have this. That was decent though. Ooh, new fridge. Nice. I'll take that. Oh, who said gloves? God damn it. Ooh. This is new. I don't have this. All black t-shirts. Cool. Orange. I have that. I have this one, I believe. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Yo. Papa rocks. Wherever there's raw ore, there's a rock crusher lurking nearby. Hey, dude. Splendid. I'm in. Let's go, boys. We have this. I have that as well. Oh, more gloves. Yellow cake. I have this. I literally just saw this in my Great Hall right now. Cake shoes. I have those. Oh, basic oranges. And I have that as well. That statue I saw... Oh, I thought I saw it right here. I guess we don't have it. Hey, look at that. Oh my god, dude, let's go. Oh, do the thing. Do the thing. Oh, you don't do the thing. Is it gambling if it's a free loot box? Dude, if I were to make a video game, I'd probably have loot boxes, but you can't buy it. You would have to do like in-game events. But it would work like, you know, random loot box. And then I would probably do something diabolical, like have one day, or no, one festival in the year, so like a time period, where you could buy the loot box. And then we get a cash infusion like that. Now, of course, it's all cosmetics, right? Nothing like game-changing, so to speak. Alveo Vera, sure. The world is just filled with CO2. Thork, welcome in. That's exactly what's going to be happening. They said that the next, it's not going to be a DLC, but they're going to be releasing a paid cosmetic pack. Clay just said that. So there's gonna be a paid cosmetic pack coming out soon. Anything with RNG is considered gambling, I guess. If there's risk involved. Though it's like, I don't know if it should be like that though. But yeah, Clay said that, man. They're releasing a cosmetic pack that you could pay for. I don't remember if they said how many different cosmetics they'll have, but it's going to be a paid pack. Haha, a bunch of CO2. Alright, we'll bop all three of these. Oh, wait. I think I get stuck if that happens. Like, I need this tile, right? Oh, we could go diagonal, so I could bop both of these. And we won't get stuck. Nice. But now the CO2 here spills down, and they should be able to breathe while running the wheel instead of having to catch the breath like this. If anything, I could dig slightly lower so that more CO2 accumulates down here. But I see your point though, Cyberdyne. I see your point. I feel like gambling's only gambling if you have to risk something. Like, a lot of cases it's money. And then you do have things like a gentleman's bet where it's like, okay, I lost a bet. I gotta wear the hot dog suit and go out into the traffic and put a sign that says, "Go Broncos." You know what I'm saying? That happens sometimes too. They don't think it be like it is, man. But it do. Alright, people of chat, I have a question. Is there a pipeline path? So I have 3 lines. And then I have 3 lines. Is there a way to make it so that this section up here, right, is equal distant? Meaning that we could see that the outside pipe has a longer distance than the inside pipe. Is there a way to make it so that they're all in this area up here about the same length? Because of the pathing, it makes me think that it's not a thing I could do. I really wish they put the hatch bed and pipsqueak bed skins for sale without the plushies. Oh, I see you. Yeah, this was a problem for belt printers. Not without bridges. I could deal with bridges. Bridges are fine. So bridges are basically going to be the over-under setup that you have in Factorial 2. But I basically need I want to balance that out if I can. Because technically the liquid on the inside is going to be colder than the liquid on the outside. Because the outside liquid is going to be able to sit in the magma for a little bit better. It's going to be very spaghetti. Okay. So let's just do a little bit of rough testing. We could do something like this. Bop that. Bop this. Bop that. Have this go up. Then we do this. No, god damn it, I don't see a way to do this. I'll be real. Big struggles. Aricia coming in with the raid. Thank you so much for the raid, Aricia. I see you over there. How are you? Bridges could do it, but it's like, I don't know what the pattern is. What's going on, Aricia? Shout out to you, man. How was the stream? Hope stream was going well, playing the Onis. Right now, I'm about to do some skinny dipping in the magma. And what I want to do is, this pipeline goes inside like that. And then the pipeline on the outside goes like that, right? This section, the distance between the different pipe segments are different lengths. I'm trying to see if I could get it so that they're about the same length, regardless of if they're on the inside or outside. Yeah, insulated doors, new critter morphs. There's a big thing with the critter ranching and the space. Yeah, we went through the new update, man. It happened like right at the beginning of stream. Big announcements, man. I just wish they had a release date. Adjust the short and long to the average. So you're saying I do... Three weeks from now? Oh my god, that was actually correct. I didn't want to believe that, man. I didn't want to believe that. Use the bridges to take one less space until they're even. Use bridges to take middle run until it's the same 14 as the outside. Okay, so let's do a little bit of math. So this is 6, 8, 10. And then that's 16, 12, and 8. 16, 12, and 8. So... we do something like this. I'm not sure how that would work. Like, I'm not sure what the pattern is. But yeah, man, big hype about the new update. Paid cosmetics is gonna be the next release as well. It's gonna be interesting. But yeah, I kind of low-key kind of excited about the quality of life, man. Some good changes from what I could read. Add 2 bridges top line, 1 bridge middle line. Oh, I see what you guys are saying. Try to make it so that everything is 16. Okay. That gives me an idea. What if we do something like this? This is 3, 4, 4, 3. That's 8, 6, 14. 4, 8, 6, 14. And then 5, 10, 8, 18. So 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So is this the solution? Is this the solution? Right? That's 3, 8, 6, 14. And then we have 14. And then it's 3, 5, 9, 11, 14. And that doesn't look as ugly. Nice. All right. So we'll go with a weird pattern like this. Do I really need it? No. It's just something I feel like we could try to do so that the average temperature is a little bit more even than have it be like inside's cooler than the outside is hotter. I don't think we're going to need it because the temperature of the magma is just really hot anyways. Just read the QOL notes right now, a little confused about the wording. Is it going to change typical ranch design? No, basically there's a weird bug where critters get the spacing associated to the largest critter. So if you had, like, let's say, if you have a Rex in a ranch, a Rex is 16, right? And then if you have a Dartle, that's a 6. But then it gets read as a 16 because the Rex is a 16. So that way you could actually fit it properly. So it's going to work as intended. It's probably the best way to describe it. There's basically like a weird bug that's existed in the game It's the main reason why you don't really do a lot of mixed ranching. Previously, we didn't really realize this bug because you couldn't really do mixed ranching in general. But now that we got the drop-off pickup as different buildings, I guess people started running into problems. I never noticed because I still don't do mixed ranching. But apparently that's a problem, right? So it just works more as intended is probably the way to describe it. Yeah, more for mixed ranching. 100%. But yeah, I feel like we still have to see how it plays out, right? Because it's like I'm kind of going at it with, you know, the I don't want to say goodest, but that's probably the word I'm looking for, the goodest of intentions, and we'll have to see how it is actually going to be executed. We have to see. Cuddle pips are 4 space for the reasons you see other eggs as 4. The best of intentions. Yep. Mortar Ranch, I see you over there. 100% no, because if he uses the right liquid, we'll take the max amount of heat possible in 4 tiles. We're gonna be using water, and I think it's not gonna matter. Yeah, just because we're gonna be using 10% rule. I was just wondering if it was something like how we worked Pakus a while back, breaking starvation rations. Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't think it will be anything like that, but yeah, it should be just the like incorrect detection. It's probably the better way to look at that. Incorrect space detection. But yeah, the new QOL update's gonna be tight, man. Ooh, something's getting over here. Oh, wait, what? It's gotta be in here. Yeah, something is getting up to 75. No. Oh, this is active? Okay, so this is my fault. I just needed to allow the water out. That's really all it is. And then this is not going to be a problem anymore. How much oxygen do we have? 200 kgs. All right. We'll just do a normal split here. 50-50. So this is getting hot. The solution we already have. We just don't have water yet because the sulfur was turned off. Now that we have it, it's going to be fine. This is going to be our cooling line. All right. It's absorbing. It's going to be cooling. It's going to be good. It's already at 60 degrees. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. You have a gas pump working overtime below. This one? No, he's fine. This one's chill. This one is tied to a Atmos sensor, but it's made out of steel. So these buildings are fine. This one is not even on, I don't think. Alright, so now that this is in, the water comes out at 68. Pretty consistently. So it's absorbing a good chunk of heat. You can see that it's going down by 0.1 every so often. Alright, it's cooling down. We're at 70 now. Let's go. Should be good, should be good. 100 milligrams. The polluted oxygen got pushed out. This is somewhat getting deleted. Dude, still a little bit of a slug. Taking some time, Alright, at least we have a full res. I don't know if they're actually able to eat, though. They probably are, but they have to share. So they don't actually get that much food. That feels bad, man. gotta share, they gotta share. This is sadly only enough food for 2 of these guys. And we're gonna be having 4 of them. Feels bad, feels bad. Man, how many days have we been here just running the wheel? Half the food's gone. Man, we'll have to make a second trip maybe. We will need to have them power the pump, right? I don't like how he waited for the other guy to do the job. And then he does it anyway. Okay, let's put a jumbo somewhere. Let's just build this just so that we have more power, man. Make them run a little bit longer because we have excess power, right? And we fill up the batteries. Ah, man. We need this vacuum before we get everything started. So, if you guys don't know, we are releasing a lot of the gas that we pump out into this pocket so we could breathe while we're working here. We want to vacuum this pocket and the bottom pocket as well. Otherwise, the heat's going to bop us. Yeah, it's not the best position. It would be better in the middle of the pack. It's just that I want it here so that if we deconstruct it, it doesn't fall down. I was like, I'm gonna put it right here so it doesn't fall down on the debris. It would have been better probably like right here, realistically. Away from the exit, that's also removing gas. And because I want to be a little bit particular, we're gonna put a tile there, just cause. Tile the entire space out, dude. We probably could. We're so close, though. This is probably going to take a while still. Alright, that could be something to do, I guess, just to speed up the process. Start adding some tiles where we can. Oh, the miniaturization. Add a new pump. Probably could. The only problem with that is that it's gonna be power negative at that point. Because regardless of how much gas you move, it's gonna use the full 240 watts. I guess that's not really a problem though. Alright, let's just build out some tiles to help it out a little bit. It's probably gonna be pretty good. I guess building this out's also not a bad thing. Let the dupes work, let the dupes work. Alright, so the lums are chilling. I want them to start using this now. And then the heat transfer here is really nice. It's starting to melt the water. The heat leak out The cooling loop is cooling, man. It'd be the good stuff. 57. Yeah, it's cooling. It really is. This is getting to 29. The mealwood might stop growing down here. That's a little scary. Got the natty gas. Can't complain. This heater's been here for a full stream, and I don't think it's gonna melt the oil anytime soon. Of course, this is perfectly safe. Even when the oil melts and floods the heater, it's not gonna combust. We got the strats, baby. You can't combust if there's no oxygen to burn. Totally legit, right? This is filled with CO2. This can't combust because there's no oxygen. Totally legit. Totally legit. Oh, this got built out. That's pretty fast. Alright, I guess we could start building this. Let's remove those two. I am gonna make these insulated tiles out of obsidian because they might actually like become a problem later. Alright, so we know our pattern. You could corner build more to help delete gas. That's true. That could be a thing. Do a door crusher. Could be another option. I'm basically just trying to start pre-building as much as I can. The setup that I actually need, because I need to hold magma here is going to be part of the play. I need to be able to hold magma. So we're just going to start pre-building some stuff while we can. Some of this other tile space though, we're just going to put igneous just to push gas. Milligrams. Sadly, once this goes down low enough, it's going to go into another unit measurement called micrograms right here, MCG, before it actually disappears. Alright, at least there's power while they're doing their downtime stuffs. Look at that. In the voids. I think I did have that from earlier. So far, so good. Okay, so this planet we filled up with CO2. I don't think we need this, so let's just get rid of the battery and the wheel. This is technically just creating heat, not a good thing. Ethanol is chilling, it's no longer really producing anymore, because the gens are only active 19% of the time. Oxygen is pretty much almost topped off. Just a little bit of polluted oxygen, a couple bubbles of H2. Chlorine's chilling. Bunch of baby seals. We got the Rexes hanging out. All right, so it looks like this pump setup we could actually remove. And we could probably seal that up properly now. Still dormant. It's not bad though. Tallow party. This was how we made 100 blast shots. We had to get 400 seals by cycle 200 and then evolve them to get tallow, which gets converted to biodiesel. And you only get 50 tallow, which is 50 biodiesel, and you need 200 per blast shot. So you need 400 seals to be able to shoot down Demolier. So if anyone was asking for a friend, that's how it was done. It was sad times. It was sad times in the beginning. That's a big club. That's the name of my band. We sell sandwiches. Totally legit. We got the best club sandwich of all time. We actually use beef tallow. And then we dip it in and deep fry it. Guys, have you guys seen the new Husky Moo? Someone posted the picture. I don't like it. Oh, I haven't seen the picture yet. I have not seen the picture yet, so I can't say I've seen it. We could have gone into the experimental branch and checked it out, though. 100%. We could have done that. We just didn't. But yeah, technically, we could have done that. All right, so I guess I should try to redo this in a more controlled fashion. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we have this coming in. All right, so the problem with this is that I'm really close. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So that's what? 8? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kind of works. Kind of, not really. Because then I was gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that doesn't work either. Okay, and then this is, maybe we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay. And then we do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. That's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that means I have to have a bridge somewhere else. So we do this setup. And we have to add a bridge here. So the play is probably 1, 2, 3. I don't think I get this. I don't think this works the way I need it to. I guess it doesn't really matter though in the grand scheme of things. I could just do the U shape, set up and be done with it. I'm thinking I do just do exactly that. Just do the U shape and be done with it. Length shouldn't matter too much. Overthinking it. I don't like the idea of shearing glass from a new critter. Maybe I'm too conservative. The Phlox is funky looking. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Having glass come from a critter is kind of weird. That feels kind of weird, IMO. Hey, Matixo, coming up with the Prime. Thank you for the 2 years, 24 months, man. I see you over there. Appreciate you, Matixo. Is there a liquid meter valve that we control with a timer? You could kind of do that. But I don't think that's going to be something we're going to want to do. Because we're running 10% rule. So we kind of have to have no stops. It has to just keep flowing for this to work well. Yeah, it feels weird. What's next? The Niobium critter? What if they give you a hatch that eats liquid niobium and poops out solid niobium? And it solves the geyser problem. That way you don't have to worry about it solidifying and then you have to dig it out and you lose half the mass. If you don't use my build, that is. What did you just pick obsidian up from? What the hell was that? Oh no, he delivered it. Never mind. Not bad, not bad. Guys, I found something out the other day that I feel like, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing for me. I like to have fresh jalapenos in my food sometimes. And the problem with it is that jalapenos have varying levels of spice. Sometimes it's not bad. Sometimes I'm like, God damn, this is hot. So, you know, kind of like a first world problem, I guess. So you know what I realized? You could wash the jalapenos, so to speak, and it washes off a lot of the spice. And what you get left over is the fresh jalapeno flavor and the freshness of the raw jalapeno. And I'm not gonna lie, man. I've been putting sliced jalapenos like that in my food. I'm like, this is not bad. A little bit of an accent, and it's not spicy. I'm a fan of the fresh jalapenos, man. So I've been putting it in like burgers and stuff, and I'm like, this is good, dude. You get a little bit of crunch from it because it's fresh, right? And jalapenos, you know, you gotta have it be a little bit crunchy. Not gonna lie, man. Literally just run it under the faucet for a little bit. Pulls out all the seeds, but you lose a lot of the spice, if not all of it. Is that weird, y'all? Or is that, you know what? That's fine. People of chat, would you guys judge me because I do that? Other guy's pooping? Oh no, he's gonna make a mess. Why not just bell pepper? Bell pepper has this weird... It doesn't taste the same. It doesn't taste the same. I don't like bell pepper, actually. Not gonna lie. I'm not a fan. We're judging you constantly. Shouldn't wash them. The mystery level of the spice is the fun part. I see you guys over there. Only if it makes you feel self-conscious. I've just never heard of anyone washing their jalapenos. Like, I'm not self-conscious of it. It's more so that I've just never seen anyone do it. So I'm like, I don't know if that's like a thing or not. I do know some people take out the seeds, right? That makes sense. Well, no, you wash the veggies, right? It's more so that, oh man. Oh, this is the wrong spot. Worn suit. He's fine, he's fine. He's just gonna get a new suit. At least he didn't do it in here. That would have set us back a couple years. It's not that you don't wash the veggies. It's more so that I washed it. It's like you wouldn't slice an apple and then wash the sliced apple. It's kind of what it is, right? Because you wash away a lot of the apple flavor. If anything, you dilute the sweetness, right? So it's like a lot of people wash the outside, but once you cut it open, you kind of just eat it. I'm washing it twice in that regard then. So it's like, you know, it's kind of weird just in general, I guess. I need to make sure to not pull out any of the bottles of pea water. Micrograms, boys. We're there, we're there. I used to eat morning cereal with soy sauce after kidney stones. I switched to chili pepper sauce. Wait, morning cereal with soy sauce? What the hell? How does that work? I don't understand how that works. I would wash apples after cutting it to wash seeds, but I never cut apples unless they are rotten. Huh. Interesting. I hate sweet cereal. So does that mean you're having like porridge? Was that what it is that you're having? What's going on, Fabio? Welcome in. Yeah, man, we took a long time. You made it with milk. Exclamation YouTube. That should give you a link. Yeah, it's like savory grits at that point. I guess you could say oatmeal counts as cereals as well. And we still got that to mop. Where can I find info on the update? They have a forum post. I posted the link in Discord on the Oni channel. So it was a post on the Clay forums by the dev. Or someone from the dev team. Micrograms were there, boys. Savory grits, oatmeal, kinda. I see you guys. I see you guys. So washing apples not the same as, I guess, yeah. But it's like, yeah, I did that. I'm wondering if it was weird. That was the only thing I could kind of like associate it with. Like a weird, like, how do I say it? A weird, it's like I do something weird and it's like, it's comparable to doing something like that. What do you do with such a long time? So we did Mini Ceres. So you have the Ceres Cluster. And we modded in Demolier. You know what Demolier is? That's the meteor you have to shoot down. So we modded that down. And we shot it. Right? Meteor blaster. You got the explosives. So we did a weird playthrough. So the first 200 cycles, we were working on doing that. And then afterwards, we were working on carving out a little bit of a warm spot, and then the second thing we did was heat up the second planet. That way we could have a warm base instead of having to get suits for everybody. That's why some restaurants have seeds as an extra spice condiment. Really? I've never actually seen that. I haven't seen places that use seeds as something you could order. I've never seen that before. That's interesting. I'm in. It's like red pepper flakes with seeds. Oh, yeah. I see that. It's kind of like the crushed red peppers. I see. Yeah. Pizza place. That's something you used to order all the time. You get crushed red pepper, and it's like a bunch of seeds, and then you also get the Parmesan. You put that on the pizza, and you get it a little bit spicy, a little bit cheesy. Get the good stuff. Have a good one, Fabio. We'll see you next time. Micrograms. We're so close. We are so close. This is just taking forever. All right, so Rover, let's deconstruct him. That's gonna give us some steel, help us out. Oh, he's just gonna go to sleep? What the heck, man? All right, man. Love the hardcore challenges. I see you. Hardcore maps, though, are tough. We have 1 milligram here, dude. Oh, my God. It's not a lot of gas at all. And then we're gonna have to vacuum the bottom afterwards. Dude, why is this so tough? Okay, so let's do a little bit of extra digging so we could widen the tunnel for more gases to leave. But it's downtime, I think. Oh no, he's able to dig this. And of course, downtime. Classic. Flitz could do it though. He got it. What was that? You didn't do the dig. You got it though. You got it. Oh man. Classic. And then they tag out. Oh, dude, what's happening? No, oh my God, dude. They're doing 1 dig before going back in for oxygen. Oh, what a struggle. But they're in oxygen. But they're in oxygen. That is rough though, man. God damn it. The only good news is that, oh, it's out of power. Downtime, pooping, eating, classic stuff. Alright, hopefully we get more gas flow coming out. that do be the goal. They struggling though. All right, base is looking good. No infinite pressure tanks are breaking. I wonder why Clay doesn't fix suit exploit. Honestly, it's probably because they probably think about it and they go, if we fix this, we're gonna have to fix everything else too. And it's not that they have to, but because it's something on their backlog is probably the better way to look at it. Like, they have a bunch of stuff where it's like, we should try to fix this. And then when they're like, yeah, we're going to try to fix this, they realize, oh, we can't really fix this because we have to fix this other thing too. And it starts like a chain reaction where they just have to fix all the bugs. I could see that happening, man. If they fix any suit exploit, they should fix the boop one. Do the boops hold their breath? I don't remember. 600 MCGs, we're in. All right, so just gonna open this up. A little bit more gas flow on the way out. They just act normally, but don't ever need to take off the suit. Oh. Hey man, that doesn't sound like a bad thing. I'm gonna be real. $600, $500. There is a thing where once the gas gets too thin, it just self-vacuums. But I feel like we need a little bit more space. It's not a bad thing. They sort of implemented it with the new boop talent tree. Oh yeah, they added the new boop stuff. Potentially kind of interesting. Mamba's awake. The little baby's too warm, I guess. All right, CO2 is above the pump. That means the oxygen's getting thinned out really well. We're gonna keep digging out here. Hopefully there's nothing here that off gases. That would suck if we have like a buried object that's food or something. I don't think we're gonna get pea dirt or like a pit. We do this light setup right there. Because the more we have space, the thinner the gas gets, and that means it's easier to actually just kind of get deleted. Though I will say it's not really speeding this up by that much. It is speeding it up though, technically. Because you might be thinking, well, that's just more space you have to pump gases from, but it's actually not that bad. Alright, power in the batteries. It's kind of decent. You just picked up meal lice? Hold up. Stop this. What are you doing? Oh my god. You have food in the rocket, dude. Stop taking the food on the ground. What are you doing? I'm worried he was gonna run out with it, drop it on the floor, and then rots. And then in 5 cycles, you were like, dude, what's creating that polluted oxygen right there? Oh, dude, where does this meal lice come from? It's rotting. I say that, man. I'm gonna do a check right now. Sublimiter, organic, rot pile, Peter. All right, first things first, this location. Does it freeze? So we're good. All right, so if this gets something, the game pauses. So it looks like there's no objects that actually off-gas here. So that's good. $100 MCGs, new printables. What do we got? Take the BBQs. All right. CO2's all right. Did we get water here yet? Autosave flag. Still trying to get ice to become water. 23 steel. 18 tons of iron. Let's make some more iron. We're just gonna keep refining and dumping the heat outside because we can. Looks like the coolant liquid is helping out. This is chilled down again at 44. That's really nice. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. This is getting a little warm. We have a decent amount of oxygen now. You know what would be not bad? If we had Banshee just guzzle up all the oxygen. Technically, that'd be pretty good, right? They would just get mad, consume all the oxygen immediately. And the oxygen to CO2 conversion rate's pretty beneficial for creating space. In time, boys, in time. Hey, we got new blueprints. Dude, we just opened like 16 earlier. Guess I can't be mad. All right, let's do insulated here. And just try to get the pipe started. $150. We're close. We really are. We're really close. We're almost there. And then we gotta pump 12 tons of liquid. 12 tons. So we're gonna be getting one. Yeah, because we're doing 10% roll, we're gonna be getting 1 kg, so 3 kgs per second. So 12,000 divided by 3. It's 4,000 seconds. So how much is that? That's going to be 66 minutes. That's going to be like an hour of pumping. Okay. What a struggle. We're going to be pumping for like an hour. Honestly, though, that's probably going to be the best way for us to get this done. We still got to build the setup too. That's the sad part. First pipeline in. Okay, so the oxygen seems like it will vacuum out before the CO2 gets pumped out. I guess that's a good thing. We just got to keep pumping though. Alright, so if you guys are wondering how we're going to be doing this, we are going to be running something called the 10% rule. The 10% rule is a simple rule. In this game, contents in a pipeline, whether it's gas or liquid, if you follow a 10% of max mass rule, they don't go through state change. I don't know why this exists. We just know that it's there and we just, you know, make use of it. So pipeline on liquid is 10 kilograms. So we limited our liquids here to 1 kilogram on a valve. And then we could run water into magma and we could get water to 1,000 degrees. That's going to be the logic behind it. And since it's 10% rule, the water never becomes steam. Again, we don't know why. We just know that it happens like that. And we're utilizing it. For the most part, the only downside is that you can never have the liquids back up. Because if the liquids are backed up, it's going to make it so that the liquids combine. And then that means your 1 kilogram plus 1 kilogram is 2 kilograms. And then it's going to immediately become steam and break the pipes. And then all the resulting liquids behind it are going to merge together and then break all the pipes before that. So you get a pretty bad chain reaction. Another thing is that that strat does not survive save load. If you save load, all your pipes immediately break. So a lot of times if you do a 10% rule, you have to make sure it stops flowing before you save and turn off the game. That being said, if you get a game crash, you're kind of screwed. You're just kind of like, oh, well, that sucks, you know? You're gonna have a lot of broken pipes. So it's one of those things where if you do utilize it, you know, you should know the downsides. And be careful not to do anything that's too bad. But that's going to be the 10% rule. If you do gas pipe, the same thing. It's just that gas pipe limit is 1 kilogram. So that means you have to do packet size of 100 grams. I wonder what pressure it should be for water to stay in liquid state at magma temperature. Yeah, it's so for the liquid and the liquid pipe, it's going to be 1 kilogram. IRL, ha. That's a great question. That's a great question. I'm not actually sure. It is a massive exploit, D-Mayor. I see you over there. It is a massive exploit. 100%. 100%. Do you see this? It's pulling back. So this is gonna, in a couple seconds, just disappear. All right, the vacuum is getting started, boys. The vacuum is getting started. So it's no longer even getting deleted by space exposure. It's just vacuuming itself because it's hitting the lowest value in the game. 1 mcg. And when it does, it just disappears. So that's basically what's happening right now. We're almost there, boys. Good stuff. So at this point, I'm probably okay to just do this. This is going to thin out the gas a little more, so the deleting of it is not going to be as bad. And this is low enough value that us creating space right now is only going to speed up the vacuum process. So if we open up this pocket, it's going to help vacuum, actually. Kind of weird. It also means that the exposure here, you could see the oxygen is not getting hot. Normally it would. But because the mass is so low, it's basically detecting that it's at 0 mass because it's rounding. Right? Otherwise, the abyssalite here being at 1,000 degrees would normally actually add some heat to the gas. No issues, though. No issues. Right, so it's going to be pulling back. We're creating more space. We're getting a vacuum pull here too. That's actually kind of nice. You cannot have liquid at magma temp. Best you could get is a dense supercritical fluid, which requires pressures found deep within the Earth's crust. Ah. So the solution is we can't do that. It's basically what it is. I see you, I see you. Alright, we will give Flitz obsidian digging. He's hungry though, so he's gonna take a break. Look at that layer between the CO2 and oxygen. We got a vacuum layer, boys. This is gonna pull back. Look at that vacuum. Oh man. GG easy. The vacuum's complete. Alright, so after they have a meal, we'll be able to come back and handle it. Good stuff, good stuff. So technically we want to keep pumping out the bottom. Because of how long it's going to take, I might as well just keep that plugged in right now. And then we're just going to start building our setup on the top side. Pinch of pepper nuts. Gotta have the pinch of pepper nuts. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's steel, and then we're gonna use obsidian pipes after. Just to get the build started. Still running the wheel, and we're still able to build, able to dig, able to get started. Alright, so he's got to run the wheel, which is fine. He's got to grab the steel, which is fine. We'll eventually want to move a bunch of the debris right there. And then we got to start digging up. So none of these materials here will melt at the magma temps. That's the big thing, right? We need to make sure that it doesn't melt. And then the items landing on another tile of abyssalite. So there's no heat transfer from the debris either. So it's going to be all good. Okay, so my dupes need... Is it downtime? It's about to be. And breathing, grabbing food. Classic dupes. Oil mining engineers, don't bother. Call both gas and liquid fluid. Because the pressure and temp is extreme. That makes sense. Some critters are starving, which is fine. Milligrams. I guess that's a good sign that we're already in milligram stage from the pump. Alright, so we're just going to do a simple setup. I'll probably just do a 4-tile tall setup. And then we really just need to try to fill that up. right, we gotta grab obsidian. Okay, we probably want to not grab too much then, because we could just dig the obsidian right there. I feel like that makes a lot of sense. Storing food. Oh my god, is that why they go back? Y'all better not waste time like that, man. Alright, free obsidian. A little bit of breathing, which is fine. And then we can have obsidian right there now, so it's a little bit easier for us. The crazy thing is that the suit gives you like +10 to digging, and it's still slow, man. I get it though, it's abyssalite and obsidian. It is gonna be hard to excavate, but it's like, man, I'm at 17, dude. This is still a struggle. -2 science from dead, tired, snoring friends. Oh, feels bad. This guy snores. I forgot about that. All right, downtime. All right, so we will want the obsidian to get this started. We might just want to have this connect here, and then we just do boop, boop. And then the only other thing I might want to do is make sure that the pressure doesn't break the walls. No, we're not going to build a proper O2 planet. I think after we get the geothermal heat pump, this is going to be done for the run. Like, this is going to be the last thing we do. And then we're going to move on to something else. That's probably what we do. I believe next week we will attempt one stream. Probably that won't be on Monday. Oh, Flits. Classic Flits. Someone clean the toilet, dude. Alright, we have 2 worn suits. Okay. Might be time to send the dupes back home. But yeah, I think next week, probably on Wednesday, because we have to do like crosswords and all that on Monday. We're gonna do the potentially, I think this is on Wednesday. We try to find the temporal tear. And then we try to get through it and do the objective. Great Escape in one stream. So new colony, and we go straight to the tear. And we try to do it in one stream. That's gonna be what we try to attempt, I think, on Wednesday. I've done it, I think, in like 90, 80 cycles. But I haven't done it in one stream. So we're gonna see if we could do something like that. I'm not sure what start we're gonna do yet. Because the thing is that if you do Demolier, you know where the tear is, and there's some advantage to that. You plan out a little bit better that way. And then it's just finding the ice planet. But yeah, that's potentially what we do next week. Monday, though, I'm not sure. Okay, not on the planet right here, so it's fine. Can't wait to use insulated doors to hold back infinite lava pressure. Do you think they're going to allow the plywood door to be indestructible as well? It's like, dude, it's made out of plywood, dude. Corn husk. I don't know, man. In the 4D patch, it said doors aren't indestructible. All right, so it looks like the outside is going to be the hottest line, or it just reaches top temperature the fastest. And then we're going to need the magma from up top to spill down. All right. Still vacuuming down below, because eventually we'll need that to vacuum. I don't want to heat up the area. And then at the same time, we got to build out everything here. I think this makes sense to put doors here. Or maybe just a single door. I'm not actually sure. The logic with the door is that the door is never going to break. So if we have a pressure issue here, it's not going to break out on the side. I just also want the obsidian here because it's closer to my building area than going into the base, you know, in the rocket ship. That being said, we have 4,000 kcows. We might want to go back and do a pit stop. Get a refill. Try to get better suits, repair the suits. Do the things with that. That being said, let's make an extra suit. Because we have 73. All right, let's get 3 of them. Extras. Still pumping this MCGs. I want to get this almost done, though, if I can. You know what? It's downtime. They're both here. Let's just go back. Like, we got the vacuum started. That's still pumping a little bit. It's going to stop, though. And then the next time we come back, we'll be better off. A bunch of hot stuff. It's fine, though. There we go. A little bit of autosave lag. Bonbons, sure. Oh, look at that. Plants are growing. Good stuff. They're giving us peat. They're all still starving because this is only enough food for one. I need to allow my dupes to harvest. I probably should. It's more so that we get another seed to grow another one here. Nice lukewarm temperatures. Petroleum is looping. Boys, we have melted the ice. Let's go. We have water. Oh man, the heat dump setup works. Alright, man. I see this already happening pretty bad. No, I can't do that, huh? Put this here and then dig this tile. Because if they stand on the crude oil to go to the heater, as it melts, they're gonna suffocate and die here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just preemptively do this setup, just so that they don't get wrecked. Alright, we made the suits. Let's do a little bit of preemptive digging to free up the stuff that we know we're gonna need. This dino was caught, even though it doesn't look like he got caught. My man, though, Karanek, digging through everything. Doing good, doing good. And rockets landing right on time. Okay, so this is not grounded. Pemmican. Let's get this cleaned. Let's put suits here. We have a lot of dirt and steel and obsidian, so none of that is a problem. All right, we're just gonna get our stuff topped off and we're gonna head back immediately. So of course we had to get some suits. Let's get one there. Get the second one up there as well. So we realistically want these to be delivered, and then we deliver 2 on top. That way we have extra suits just in case. The big thing though is going to be repairing. Hopefully we get that done first. It's downtime though, classic. Alright, that got done. Nice, so they could climb out, jump on the ladder, and then climb out if they get caught into the oil trap. That way they don't get wrecked like the dinosaurs did at the tar pits. Ooh, we're running out of petroleum though. I guess we just need this guy to just work the oil refinery. Dracos are doing good. So people of chat, I'm curious, man. I've been thinking about potentially playing some Minecraft recently. I haven't played in years. And I'm thinking about finding a server to play on. How would you guys feel about that? Not a fan of the Minecraft. Maybe you guys are. Maybe you guys are willing to play, you know, and help me out in the new server we play together. What are you guys' thoughts, man? Let me know if you guys don't like Minecraft, if you do like it. Want to just watch, want to play with us. Not the business. Hunter's not a fan. That's fair, that's fair. Never played Minecraft. Vintage Story. I see Wolf. I've never played Vintage Story, nor do I have the game. I see you though. Or 7 Days to Die. I see the 7 Days to Die. Never understood it. I see. So it's like when I play Minecraft, it's because I'm a little bit weird. I'm like, if I had to describe myself, I'm a builder. I like to build stuff. So in Minecraft, I could just kind of like do big builds. Not a Minecraft or PoE fan. I appreciate that. Appreciate the info. And I think I just don't have time for it. That's fair. I'm a lurker here, but I find Minecraft more fun to play than to watch. Ah. Yeah, Minecraft to watch is kind of like... It's kind of tough. It's one of those games where when you watch someone play, you're usually playing as well. D-Mayor! There is the city's incentive. It's at halfway through. That is halfway through. Let's go. 7 days of that was great fun. You build up or down, and basically you make a tower defense for the hordes. Yep. Vintage store just added a ton more. I'm maxed out. Hey, appreciate you, D-Mayor. Maxed out for the day. Wish we could still play. You can still play 7 Days to Die. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, one suit in. We gotta get another delivered. Hey, Mohawks. We're gonna potentially play Skylines 1 again, dude. Oh, I see we level. That's tough, man. That's tough. That's really tough. That is tough stuff, man. But yeah, I used to do a lot of Skylines. So now it's one of those things where it's like, I haven't played it in a while. I'm just curious to see if people would want to see it. Mohawks coming in first. Yo, man, this guy. Guys, you had one job. It's 3 hours in, dude. How did he get it first? How did that even happen? I'm just a lurker for Oni, but would also watch Minecraft. Appreciate you, Susie. Why no space toilet? Oh, wait. They're doing the space toilet. I just realized I'm setting all my pemmican out, which is why it's a bad thing. I see you, Mohawks. They don't think it be like it is, man, but it do. Really do be like that sometimes. Man, Skylines was a game I used to play a lot, man. But I stopped playing it because the sequel came out, but then the sequel sucks. So now it's like, you know, Madge. Go back to the first game. All viewers are real, they are. Especially the ones that have been here and remembered when I used to play Skylines. Shout out to the real ones that remember those days. And they've been with us the entire time, man. You're imaginated, dude. I remember I was watching this streamer whose English wasn't his first language. And he didn't know English. So he was like, image, you're alone on a boat. And you're stranded. What's the one thing you would want to have with you? And people are like, what did you just say? And they're like, dude, you're not using the word image correct. Because it was supposed to be imagine. But he was like, no, man, image. I was like, yo, that's tough, man. That's tough stuff. A man's over here using the English improperly. Shoutouts to that streamer, though. All right, we have no real amounts of pemmican. Do I want to wait? I mean, we are making some more right now. How's my dude? D Mayor? He's hanging out, man. He's hanging out. Where's D Mayor at? Oh, he's here. Okay. You're putting in the pemmican for us, dude. Shout out to you, dude. Supplying the rocket ship with the necessary materials. You wore a hat inside the fishbowl. Alright, looks like it's gonna be time. Let's go, boys. We got everything. Hashtag City Skylines. I see Ruick. Only people who know second language will understand. 12 days left and only at 56%. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. The hat matters. I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't like wearing hats real life. I don't know what it is. I like to have my hair be able to breathe. I also don't like hat hair. You know when your hat is sitting on your head and it pushes down all your hair like right on top of your scalp? And it's like really flat? Like I'm not a fan of that, man, for some reason. So I don't like wearing hats at all, ever. I used to not even like it when you do the headset and you got that band across the top of your head because of the headset. I didn't even like that. The headset hair, man, was not a fan. Alright, that's fine. You like hats, but they don't like you? How do they not like you, though? Did you lose all the hats you've ever owned? Is that a thing? Headset hair is funny. Yo, headset hair is tough, though. Headset hair is tough. My hair is wild. Nothing really fits. Hashtag free hats. Not a fan of the hats, man. Not a fan of the hats. The only hat I enjoy is the pastrami place called The Hat. It's not bad. You can't go every day, though. You get sick of it really fast. Have it like once a year. You know what? Now that I think about it, I don't remember the last time I had that. Feels bad, dude. Before I learned about poutine, I had gravy fries at The Hat. And I thought that was really good. And then I found out that's like apparently like a very popular dish in Canada. They don't think it be like it is, man, but it do. How long for these guys? 30 seconds, 50 seconds. All right, so we're almost done. All we're gonna have to do afterwards is dig a tunnel going up and then let the magma fall down. Poutine you speak of? Poutine. Cheese curds, gravy on the potatoes. You know what it is. We gotta unground this. But yeah, first time I had that was at The Hat, man. And it was just called gravy fries. I'm like, oh, I love gravy. You get fries with that? Oh, that sounds good. Now it's just common practice to just go to like Jollibee and like get fried chicken with gravy. Squash fries. We're talking about fries. We got fries. I eat them seldom because the cholesterol could be deadly at my age. I feel you with that, man. I feel you with that. I can't eat at Jack in the Box anymore. If I go to Jack in the Box and I have something there, I feel my heart slow down. And you know, you don't want your heart to stop. So when you feel it slow down, you're like, hold up. Maybe I won't eat that last bite after all. It's like, oh man, this is not feeling too good. Probably somewhere in the middle. I'll go over here. Then let the magma fall down. Famous last words. Dude, man, gotta have faith, man. Gotta have faith. We have steel, right? We brought enough? Yeah, we did. Gotta have faith, man. Gotta have faith. So what is the build? I was zoning in and out as I'm also playing Oni at the have the chest head cold. Oh, that's tough, man. Hope you feel better. I mean, it's the weekend, but it sucks that you have to be sick on the weekend. So yo, man, get some sugar honey iced tea, do some aerobics, sweat out the sickness, and then, you know, enjoy the weekend. But for the most part, we are doing this building. Have you ever done this? The geothermal heat pump. If you've never done this, we could explain it. But if you have, we're basically doing step 3. It's on the plan. So basically, this is a story trait / printing pod objective. I don't know how you want to really look at it. The idea is that when you pump liquids into here, it's going to heat up the liquids a little bit more. It adds a little bit of heat on top of whatever temperature you pump in. And it effectively averages out all the liquid of the 12 tons that you pump in. And then it's going to average out the temperature, add a flat value to it, and then that heat gets released over here by the geovents. There's 3 of these buildings. One here, one here, and one here. Now, while that's the base feature, the problem with this building is that it's not operable right now because one of the vents is clogged. A mammoth decided to take a fat dump inside the geovent. Now the mammoth is now what we know as the Great Frozen Fossil, the ancient specimen. So rumor has it, you go back down 1,000 years, we used to have someone called Molly. Molly is the ancient specimen. That if you find the original artifact site, right here, and you do the quest, you get a dog tag that says Molly. Molly pooped on the geovent and blocked it. So, you know, you blame Molly. Anyways, so that's Molly right here. She got put into resin as a punishment. Kind of like Star Wars, except it's not carbon fiber. So we have to clear the poop. Turns out, though, the poop's solidified and hard, and we could only melt it if we bring up the temperature above 327 Celsius. So your goal is going to be adding in a liquid that's hot enough so that you could melt said clog. If you do that, you could actually clear the blocked vent, and that's what you need to do. If you do that, you could now regularly tame these geovents, and it's going to effectively act as a heat source that you could actually feed a steam turbine for free power. So because this adds a flat amount of heat, I forget exactly how much, you could pipe in like the output temperature of the steam at 95C, and then you're able to just add that 95C water to here, and this is going to release like 150 degrees steam. So you just get a free power loop. You could also use that for other things. The geothermal setup also has another weird feature. Depending on how hot the items is, there's like a bar right here. You see it? Thermometer. It's basically like a strongman competition. The hotter the liquid, the more rewards you get. The rewards are actually going to spawn at the geo vent. You're going to get free items. Sometimes, I'm not sure the entire list, but I know that if you get max temperature, you get niobium, I believe. But you basically get rare resources and stuff. So it's something that you could use to harvest resources. You're probably going to want a sweeper inside. But in our case, we're just going to be doing the printing pot objective, and then we're going to be out of here. You can use petroleum, use anything you want. So the hottest temperature you need to get is effectively the temperature of magma, which means you have to somehow feed magma in. We're going to not do that. We're going to do something else. We're going to do a weird design, so to speak. And what we're effectively doing is we are going to be doing water on a 10% rule. And it's going to be simple logic. We're just going to be having the water not state change, and then we use it to basically as a heat source, because we could pump it in cold, heat it up by running it through the magma, and then feed it in. We are using an exploit to get that to work, but that's basically going to be the idea of why and how we're doing this. You have water geysers on this planet? Yes, we do. Hot water. That's funny. And steam at 500 degrees. All right, let me move this obsidian to here. But yeah, I just kind of explained it a little bit on the rough side. I might have missed a couple of information bits, but for the most part, that's kind of the gist of it. So we're going to be building out the pipe infrastructure to get this to work. We have valves here because we're doing 10% rule. You see this is at 10% because 10,000 is going to be max. So 10% of 10,000 is 1,000. And then we still need to vacuum this room so it doesn't have like heat issues. If we can, I want a manual airlock here, just to be on the safe side. But yeah, there's geothermal heat pump. I'm gonna do magma. I don't really need it to be at 1,000 degrees because I'm not really after the max reward, but we could get it. Like, why not? Why not get the max reward? Why shouldn't I treat myself? I'm starting to get into the mindset of like the Hobbit. Why shouldn't I wear the ring? I deserve it. Start running into the scary scary thought process. No exploits, please. Nah, man, we're doing all exploits. If we're doing no exploits, stream ends now. We're just gonna cut the run. Alright, dupes are in the base. One guy's running. He's running though. This is potentially gonna vacuum. Nice. 2, 3 MCGs. This is gonna re-pull in though. My man probably just had to poop. Classic. And of course, dinner time. The classic, man. This door is just to make sure we don't break anything on the side before we put insulated tiles here. I'm also going to build tiles here too after we're done. Okay, so steel melts at 24-26. All right, I'm not really worried about that at all, man. Temperature is going to be fine. Shine bugs over here taking damage because they swim into the magma. That's not my fault, man. They didn't have to swim in the magma, man. Just saying. Oh, the vacuum begins. That's great. Okay, so now we don't need the wheel. Good stuff. We just got to build this out. Okay. Maybe the hot rock. No, the magma right here, man. They just fly up, touch the magma, and they're like, oh shit. And then, you know, they fly back out. At least that's what I want to believe. Okay. This has a little bit they have to move in, which is fine. All right, let's relocate that to there. All right, right side sealed up. Okay, boom, 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 boom. All right, we're more or less ready. We are gonna want to do a weird additional layer here for thickness. Logic simple. We want extra thickness. I'm gonna insulate these because of that pipeline is regular pipe. There's gonna be heat transfer. All right, we're about ready. If we can relocate this, I kind of want that though. You're going to magma pump exploit to get the magma from right to left eventually? No. We are running a different exploit. We're running something called no state change. If you're not familiar with that, there is a rule in the game that makes it so that even if you heat up an element to a... so water, for example, becomes ice at negative any value below 0, and then above 100 you get steam, right? We're running a setup that allows us to heat up the liquid past the temperature point but still keep it as a liquid. So we're going to take this water, heat it to 1,000 degrees, and then feed it into the pump. That's more or less how this is going to work out. But it's a weird setup. Weird setup. I don't think we're going to have pressure issues. So I realistically don't need this layer here. I'm just doing it just in case. And then this door is so that when they're running away from the magma falling down, they're not, you know, doing a scene from like an action movie. Running away, and the magma's chasing after them, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to do no crazy stuff like that. No tsunamis, yeah, man. All right. We might be ready. Everything's made out of obsidian. It's looking pretty good. Are all the pipe? Yeah, just double checking right now. It looks like it is. Even the bridges are made out of obsidian. The ladders are. All right, man. 1x speed. Oh, he has to breathe. He freaking chickened out. I don't want to dig the magma. And he was like, I'm gonna let Travato do it. Oh no, bro. Wait, that's a vacuum bubble? There should be no bubbles. Get out, get out. Get out, Travato, get out. All right, a little bit of magma didn't hurt anyone. A little bit of tempering going on. Little bit of tempering going on. What? How come no one's doing this? Oh, they didn't have enough obsidian. I see. Alright, we should be good. Should be good, should be good. $1,900. Alright, the tiles are from the igneous touching the pipes. Not because of anything else. $2,000 kgs on that. Kind of scary. Let's close this. Okay, so that's at 19. Steel. I'm using steel. If it's a volcano, you might want tungsten. Well, 1726 is not actually too bad. Steel melts at 24, so it's, you know, not that bad. Boys, we are looking okay. All right, so safety procedure. Gonna put a door there. I don't really want to kick this on yet. I'm a little worried. Unreachable toilet. Oh no, bro. Oh, he's gonna make a mess. Classic dupes. Oh, damn it. All right, man. It is what it is. First things first, release the suit. Move the suit inside. Priority 9. New suit to Flits. Okay. Oh, what are we doing? Alright, so now nothing weird could happen. No one's allowed inside. Alright. Autosave done its thing. Connect to the outside rocket battery. And then the ultimate test. Does this work? 1,000 jobs done. Everything's connected. 1 kg bubbles. You may go inside. There it is. Alright, so now we have hot contents in the pipes. And the pipes are regular pipes, so it is going to be siphoning a little bit of the heat. But these are going to get really hot. Which is why we wanted to insulate this. Alright, we hit 1,000. It's looking good. It's looking good, boys. Magma pumpers are us. Alright, the dupes get to hang out on the inside. We just need someone running all day. Food for about 5 days. Liquid water at 700. Whoever Googled and it's at 400 C is the max temperature. They've obviously never played oxygen not included. Because I'm easily hitting 4 digits, baby. New world record. Someone call up Guinness. I gotta be in the history books. I achieved what was previously thought impossible. We hit 4 digits, baby. New world record, man. Alright, so you could see we're only getting about the midway point for the rewards. Feels bad. That's the only thing that kind of sucks. Now do it with Niobium. I could do it with Niobium. The only thing that sucks is that the geyser doesn't generate that much. So it's like, it's going to be a slow process to get 12 tons. Getting 12 tons of niobium is going to be a slow process, man. Just saying. Liquid temperature, it's at 1,000. Let's go. 1,000 average. I believe you need to get like 1,400 and above to hit max. I don't remember the exact temperature though. But yeah, I believe the minimum you need is like, I forget. But yeah, man, not bad. There is another strat that we could have done. If it's not this, but it would have took forever. Okay, so we did get this to solidify. So the entombing actually makes it so that the heat transfer is probably not as good. Temperature is going down. All right, let's release some magma then. All we need is enough magma so that it connects. Either way, the other strat we could have done. Oh yeah, we gotta connect the vents. Okay, we'll just have to climb into here, I guess. You know what's another thing? We have to go back inside. We also have to go back inside later. That's another thing we're gonna have to do. First things first, let's go to all. We'll just open this up. Try to reconnect this. Actually, I'm not sure if we do need to reconnect it. I think this one is connected already. Yeah, we don't need to. This one right here, it says reconnect. It's already reconnected because this one's technically connected and it's blocked. So we're actually fine because this is the one we want to open anyways. So basically, we have to hit 12 tons to get operate to work. And then to get clear, we just have to have the liquids be hot enough. Right? Technically, I believe that's how it needs to work. We will eventually have to go send a dupe into this room, though, I will say. So the other strategy that we could have done that would have worked as well is we still would have needed to vacuum this, but we could have made it so that we would pitcher pump the magma and then have the magma on a bottle drainer. That's technically the other strat that's not an exploit. But my dupes would be having to carry the magma from here to here all day. I guess it would be faster because we get full packet size. Instead of 1 kg, we would get 10. And then we would have 3 pipelines at 10. But with the pitcher pump bottle drainer combo that we have now, that would be probably the go-to option for most people. Because in a vacuum and then a shorter pipe segment, you would have less heat loss. You'll be pumping up at what, the 1500 that you have up top. And then if it's traveling in a vacuum, there's no heat loss, right? Unless it lands on a tile. Because they drop it, right? That would be another strategy. Yeah, you kind of need to do something with this. But yeah, digging a little tunnel, putting a door there, dripping out enough magma so that we would have a pool here to pitcher pump would all be the only thing we kind of have to micro. Open and close the door to add magma as we need it. Pitcher pump the stuff. As long as the platform doesn't touch the magma, we're fine. So something like this is okay. But this is not. Because the platform would touch the magma and then it would melt. But yeah, that would be probably the other stat we could have done. We still would have had to need the vacuum. Right? We still would have needed the vacuum. 100%. 1/4 of the way there. That's fast. We're actually almost done. Not bad, boys. Now, one thing about this is that because this is solidified. Oh, you see this now? The dig command has a tooltip for the hardness value of the tile you're digging. Oh, dude, that's cool. When did they add that? I never noticed this. Nearly impenetrable 200 hardness, and then firm 25. And then something like algae is soft at 2. When was that added? I never realized that was added to the game. It's only with the shovel out though. The dig command, like regular tooltip, you don't see it. It's only if you pull out the dig tool. I've never noticed that though, man. Not gonna lie. Yeah, 6.66 cycles. Funny with that is it's basically an hour. That's what I calculated. It's an hour of pumping. But then it's like with 3x speed, it's technically not actually an hour. We're already 32%. And we have more than enough water here. I wonder if we're gonna have enough food. We only have 4 days worth of food. Because they have to run the wheel to power the pump. Feels bad. I might have to grab some hexalent fruit or something. I probably should go out to the right side and grab the hexalent fruit. This is like 3,000 calories. That wouldn't be bad. What's going on, Pixie Boy? Welcome in. We're just pumping up some hot water. Y'all know how it is. 35. We're getting there. Not bad, not bad. Overgrowth still growing. Everything's going pretty well. We have the Royal Mammoth, Regal Mammoth eggs, but none of them has hatched yet, unfortunately. Be pretty cool to have. More ice melting into water. Heat dumpers. This is still not gonna melt. Oh my god. It's gonna take a while. Alright, alright. Hopefully my dupes have enough food to last. We're about 40% of the way there. We're almost halfway there, living on a prayer. People of chat, if there was only one thing that you could take from Oxygen Not Included and bring into the real life, what would it be? If there was one thing that you could take from the game and make it real and have it in real life. Only one though. Only one. Thermium Aqua Tuner. You know that doesn't work without the steam turbine, right? The steam turbine deletes all the heat. I'm just saying. Just gotta put that out there. Thermium aqua tuner though. That gets up to 900 degrees Celsius. I take a hatch. I take a pip, and then I wouldn't do anything to the original pip until it lays an egg, and then I tame the baby, and then try to get a second egg from the pip. So I could have one pip that never dies, and he could just starvation ranch in a loop. And then I have a tame one as well. I build the steam turbine with my skills. Yo, this guy thinks he's a dupe. The dupes in this game have the immortal knowledge, dude. They got the immortal knowledge. They know how to build a steam turbine that we can't make. It's kind of like the ancient Roman concrete. Like, yo, man, the Romans came and gone, but we still can't make concrete as good. You take the buddy bud, not the tranquil toes that tickle your toesies. I take the beard, dude. Silent paw. You would take this guy? Really? I see you over there, man. I guess they don't think it be like it is, but it do. I feel like pips would be really nice. Like, can you imagine if you put a backpack on a pip and it would just plant trees in the world and you solve global warming? It is kind of stupid, but it's like, dude, you plant all the trees in the world, dude. Having a dupe would be more like slavery. Oh yeah, maybe no dupes. That's true. Maybe they're like the most advanced model of a robot. Because technically dupes aren't people. They're like clones, right? Because they get printed on a printing pod. Wait. Doesn't that mean George is the only original dupe and everyone else is a clone? Hold up. George is an original person, right? He just happened to survive the, you know, cataclysm. Bro doesn't read the... I didn't. Is George a dupe, or is he or OG? I know all the dupes we play as is a dupe, but I don't know about George. Dude, man, Survey's Gold Volcano and Dark and Raw, I see you guys over there. You know what's gonna happen? Immediately gonna get a call from the government. Hey, I heard you have a gold volcano. They're dupes from the printing pod sent to colonize a coal planet. Wait, you talking about George, or are you talking about the dupes? I'm talking about specifically George. The dupes I know are dupes. But is George a dupe, or is he like a original? Because he doesn't have the dupe, right, in the printing pod. And you can't print him out. So it means that he never got his DNA taken for the original set. Yeah, the dupe in the shipping container. That's what I'm saying. He's an original person, right? And not a clone of anybody. You always thought George was the dupe that went through the temporal tear. Dude, that's actually a good spin-off, man. You have the starting dupes at the beginning of Cycle 1, and then you have George, who just survived by himself. That's why we get Mayan Higby, Forgotten Printing Pod. Huh. I just thought there was a firmware update. I just thought it was like a firmware update or something. And then we just got Maya and Higby. Same thing with Freya. Firmware update. And then once we got the update, man, that was it. Guys, spend the points on the Resurrect City Skylines. It's worth it, boys. Mamba's getting some head rubs, though. He really wants his attention right now. The little Mambas is being super needy right now. I'll see you, little Mamba. I've started to ranch shovels. Shovels are the best food source in the game. Easily, dude. You get so much food from them. I see you over there, wee level. I see you over there. Coming in with the headcanon stuff. 73. We're almost there, boys. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, chameleon. Na 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 na. We cooled down the igneous, boys. Doesn't look like we're gonna be remelting this anytime. Oh, dude, it went down the average. It used to be at this line right there. Feels bad. I mean, it's hot enough to melt this, so we're good. Hey, Mama, what are you doing? What are you doing? He went behind the PC. He knows he's not allowed back there. This guy. I wonder what he was looking at. Man, catnip stash, dude, man. One time Mamba went behind my PC and he got tangled in the wires and he tried to run for it, but he was literally hard stuck and he couldn't move. Like, even if he wanted to get out, he couldn't. Like, he got tangled. So I had to untangle him, and then from that day forward, he never went back there. Now, sometimes when I don't give him my attention, he'll get mad and he will threaten to go behind my PC. Mamba knows, man. He's smart. Too smart for his own good, though. Classic Mamba. $85. We're almost there. We're heat pumping, boys. The bar's almost full. The bar is almost full. $89. 10% more, boys. We're rounding up. And now the big thing. Do we have enough food? We have 100 calories. They're not able to eat properly. Oh no, boys. Let's go down here. Grab the excellent fruit. There's no oxygen anywhere. It's all stagnant gas. Guys, tough it out. We gotta grab the foods. No. I don't think they could make it. No. They can't make it. Alright, we could dig this and then get the oxygen bubble right here. Oh my god. We could survive 2 more days without food. But it's like, if we could pull this off, we're golden. Please. There we go. So now they could stand here to breathe. Here to here to here. And that's closer, so it should be fine. There we go. Oh, there's oxygen in here. Let's go. We're gonna get some food right now, man. You're gonna be incorporating a aluminum volcano in your industrial brick. I will say the aluminum volcano is one of the more heavy heat generators. Heavy heat generator. And what I mean when I say that is that it's a lot of heat, man. It's gonna be a lot of heat. Oh, let's go. Oh, no. It's accumulated. No gas vents connected. Oh, no. We do have to do this. No geo vents connected. Not like this. Oh, my God. Please. Autosave. It's flooding backwards. That's fine. I don't know why it's flooding backwards. Oh, we're having a steam here. Oh no, bro. Guys, get the reconnect. I forgot about this step. We gotta reconnect this. Flitz, you got it, buddy. Hold the breath. You could do it. Activate. Hey, there it is. We did it. My duplicate has successfully cleared the geovent. Totally. We can now maximize the full potential of this formidable heat and power source, and perhaps experiment with the input temperatures to produce more interesting secondary byproducts. My duplicants seem keen to commemorate this accomplishment by keeping the obstruction as something as a trophy. Let's go. Everything is on fire though. Kapow. Cutscenes. I'm in. Let's go. Through the journey has been long and marked by challenges that often seem insurmountable. We have prevailed in harnessing this planet's core potential. We now stand proudly at the precipice of a sustainable powered future, and it is deeply humbling. I am hoping that we have learned enough to wield this machinery more wisely than those that came before us. Full steam ahead. 1 year to be exact. Royal Flush. Art Underground. Alright, so we got a little bit of lead. That's not that good. What about this one? Alright, we got sulfur gas, sour gas, rust, salt, igneous. Okay, not too bad. So you get a bunch of random stuff typically. In our case, we did get sulfur gas, which kind of sucks. That kind of bops some of the things. Oh man, we completely bricked the area though. 200C, 150C, yep. Hot stuff, hot stuff. We leaving. We gotta leave, boys. We never landed on this planet. This was here when we got here. Even though there's very clear signs of civilization used to exist. Guys, we did it. Objective complete. The world is sealed too. The base is warm though, down below. And then the base is hot. On this side. They're doing pretty good. 2 Dreco ranches, 5 electrolyzers spawn. This never really worked out though. Feels like even though this works given time, I couldn't really actively add water in all these electrolyzers and have it still work. A little bit tough. I did take my time with the 560 cycles. I did take my time. To be fair. It's not like we were rushing anything, right? And for the most part, done pretty good. Done pretty good. People of chat. This run is complete. Good stuff, good stuff. So, of course, people of chat, I am thinking next week, Monday, we may try to do something crazy. So, Wednesday, we're going to be doing Temporal Terror 1 stream. But I'm thinking Monday, we could do something crazy like, super sustainable as fast as we can. That achievement, everyone just hates. But we could try to speed run, air quotes, speed run, to see how fast we could get that. Like cycle 50, maybe? It's weird because it's all generation of power without using like CO2, you know, polluted sources. So wheel, solar, steam, hydrogen are the really only options. So I'm thinking we could try to do a run with that. Try to maximize the super sustainable power. But of course, people of chat, the run is complete. And I'm thinking this is gonna be where we wrap things up for the night. I'm gonna be honest. I gotta drop the kids off. I gotta poop. So I'm thinking, I think this is just where we end stream. So of course, it's Halloween today. I gotta move out the almond joys to the front door so that the people at least get some almond joys. And of course, people of chat, thank you guys for being there. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. We will be back next week. I will be off on the weekend. And of course, run complete.